Good morning on this Monday. We're waiting on that sun to come up here for us in the valley. We're looking at conditions that are going to be on the sunny side, on the quiet side here, and conditions that should end up being nice and clear once we get into the afternoon, or actually in just a couple of hours, really, for that matter, for those areas fighting the fog. Speaking of, here's our view along Highway 200 in the Hallstatt area. You can see visibility is okay closer to the DOT cam, but in the distance it's looking a bit murky here, and it's actually improved a little bit since my last check on the view here. So it's looking better, but still there are places where we're getting reports of visibility that's less than a mile. Eastern North Dakota, we have some fog issues in a couple of spots, but visibility reports have been pretty good for the most part. Now over into Minnesota though, our visibility reports are much lower in these areas. First of all, Fergus Falls at a half-mile visibility, and Mahnomen in a half-mile range, and same thing in Baudette up toward Lake of the Woods, and then Fosston and Thief River Falls. This seems to be where we've got the core of the densest fog, with visibility reports coming in at a quarter mile. So sun is about to come up. Make sure you still have your headlights and taillights on so folks can see on the roadway anywhere where we have that fog. So temperatures have been quite cool this morning after what was a cool day yesterday. We're into the 40s to some 50s. It's 50 degrees in Fargo, 47 in Grand Forks, 46 in Crookston, Thief River Falls, back to Baudette, Hallock at 46. So lots of places checking in some mid 40s here just to kick off the day. Valley City is our coldest temperature at 45 degrees currently, and winds are light. We are starting to see wind turning southerly, and that overall change in direction, even if the wind isn't that strong, will help to warm us up today, along with plenty of sun. You can see that radar and satellite here looking nice and quiet. We're watching that system that brought us the clouds and the rain yesterday. That is moving on. So here's our hour-by-hour planner. We're looking at that fog kind of still hanging around in areas this morning, but as that sun continues to warm us up and do its work, well, we're going to see that fog really start to dissipate, and by mid-morning, I would say, and into the afternoon, we are ending up with sunshine everywhere, and temperatures that are warming quite a bit more than yesterday. Some of us yesterday were stuck in the 60s. Well, today we'll see some mid 70s up to some mid 80s for your highs. Warmest in the west. That's where that south wind is kicking in first. And then everybody again getting to enjoy some sunshine here through the afternoon and into the evening. Should be a pretty pleasant evening. This is 8 o'clock tonight, still in the 70s in the valley, and just some light wind. Looking good and feeling good. Now overnight, a big difference here from last night to tomorrow morning. We're going to be seeing some temperatures that are running into the 60s in most areas to start off the day tomorrow, and so we're about, in some instances, a good 20 degrees warmer to kick off your Tuesday, and that will be the foundation for a hot day ahead. We're looking at temperatures back into some upper 80s. Not quite as hot as we've seen other days this summer, but compared to Sunday, we are looking at some warmer weather. And then we'll cool down a bit Wednesday, but still looking good, and we just stay quiet. Not only do we have some temperatures warming back up and kind of moderating a bit, but we're also looking at the weather kind of settling as well. It won't be until about, I would say, Thursday and into Friday that we'll be looking out for our next chances for rain. So enjoy the quiet weather. Now's the time to take care of yard work, do whatever it is you need to do outdoors. Maybe go for a walk. It's not too hot for that right now, but it's also not, you know, a little too chilly to be out in the lake as well, like yesterday was.
I did notice all the severe weather, or storms I should say, are always popping up on the weekends, you guys.
It always seems to be the rule around here, so get used to it. That's for sure.
All right, I'll prepare.